Hi, I'm Brett,
I'm Deanna.
and welcome to episode 1 of Hard Lessons. This episode is entitled Savory Feasts.
Nice.
Deanna and I got to discussing about the last meals of known serial killers and murderers, and just curious how all that got started, so that's what this week's report is going to be on. So, last meal is defined as a condemned person's customary ritual preceding execution. Makes sense. Yeah, preceding. You wouldn't want it after your execution.
It's kind of dead. You can't eat it.
A little bit pointless there.
Unless, never mind.
Restrictions in the United States include alcohol and tobacco are usually denied.
That's not any fun.
It's the person's last meal. Let them go out.
That's what I'm thinking. Let them go out with a bang, man.
In Florida, the food has to be bought locally and cannot be over $40.
Okay.
In Oklahoma, a little closer to home here, the cost is limited to $25.
Taco Bell.
In Louisiana, hey, Kim and Nessa, it is tradition that the warden joins the condemned for the meal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wonder how many times that's happened.
It's a tradition, so at least once.
At least once. I guess that would be it.
In Texas, go Longhorns, it is believed the last meal started in 1924 and ended in 2011.
How come it didn't start till 1924? Wasn't there people on death row before then?
That could be an episode later on down the line.
Okay. Take notes.
Yeah, that's just when it started. The tradition of last meal actually dates back to ancient Greece and later spread to Rome, where gladiators enjoyed a lavish feast before facing the lions and death.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, here are some last meals of known and unknown individuals.
They don't have a name?
Yes, but they may not know them. See, hard lessons, teaching something. Everybody may not know them.
Oh, to them. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah. I got you.
So, Lawrence Russell Brewer. Does that sound familiar?
Nope.
He was on death row here in Texas.
Where is death row actually at?
In Texas?
Yes.
In Huntsville.
Huntsville, okay.
Yep. Brewer was convicted of the June 7th, 1998 murder of James Byrd Jr. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of these. I'm just going to go into the last meals and not discuss, their case, because they may come up later episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His last meal, Brewer requested 2 chicken fried steaks covered with gravy and sliced onions, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger, fixings on the side because, it could get messy.
Okay.
1 cheese omelet filled with ground beef, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, and jalapenos. A large bowl of fried okra and ketchup. 1 pound of barbecue with a half loaf of white bread.
Half a loaf?
3 fajitas with the fixings. 1 Pizza Hut Meat Lovers Pizza. 3 root beers. 1 pint Bluebell vanilla ice cream. 1 slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts.
Okay.
Apparently he wasn't watching his figure.
Well, what's the point?
What's the point? However, when Brewer's meal arrived, he refused to eat it. Denied it all. Didn't want it.
That's a butthole.
As a result, the state of Texas banned last meals. So that's why in 2011 they stopped.
I wonder how much that meal was.
I didn't find anything.
What year was this?
2011.
Oh, okay, 2011.
When
So
they stopped.
Oh, well, I didn't connect that dot. I was thinking like, well, okay, so when did this happen?
Yeah.
So we could have like Googled the prices of stuff back then. Like, dude, you are talking quite a bit of money.
That is right. So with the last meals being banned, the condemned now just get whatever is on the regular menu for the day.
Dude, watch it be something nasty.
You know, I got some stories. You know, I used to work in the prison system, and
do they get like commissary too? Maybe they just
I
load
don't
up
know if they do
their
on death row.
commissary. Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
That's-
Maybe we can ask your brother.
Oh yeah. So let's see. Our next young man is Ronnie Threadgill. He was executed in 2014.
Oh,
On April 14th, 2001, Threadgill shot and killed 17-year-old Dexter McDonald during a carjacking.
okay. Hang on. If they stopped the last meal in 2011, did this dude get some meal?
We'll get there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No. His last meal request: baked chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, sweet peas, bread, tea, water, and punch. He was thirsty.
Must have been.
However, Texas banned last meals in 2011, so Threadgill was given the meal on the menu that day.
Oh, okay. I just jumped the gun. I still want to know what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'd have
Do
to
they
get a
do poop
menu.
on the shingle?
I'm sure. I never had it while I was working there, but I had some questionable stuff.
Maybe that's what it was.
It could have been, you know. Little side note, when I was working there, every Monday was Spanish Day. So it was like enchiladas, something like that. So this one particular Monday, it was tacos, Spanish rice, and refried beans. So
Okay.
on Thursday, which, you know, that was a good meal, tasted
Yeah.
good. By the way, at the prison, they have beans at every meal.
They probably gassy up in that place, huh?
So later on in the week, another side note about prison system, they throw away and waste nothing. So Thursday that week, the menu was tuna casserole. All they did was open cans of tuna and put into the leftover Spanish rice and served it.
That's nasty.
Ah,
How can that be tuna casserole or whatever you called it? That's disgusting. That's like Spanish tuna or something. That's
Something.
gross. Whatever. What?
it wasn't as good as it sounds.
Oh, I would not have even tried it.
Yeah. All right. So, you know, we said we're not going to go into a lot of the bigger named serial killers and murderers,
Right.
but I found this one interesting.
Okay.
John Wayne Gacy, executed May 10th, 1994. Everybody in the world knows what the killer clown did.
Yep.
He was charged with the murders of 33 young men. So his last meal request was 12 fried shrimp, a bucket of original recipe KFC chicken, an order of fries, and a pound of strawberries. I found it interesting because when Gacy was married to his first wife, her dad owned a franchise KFC, several different restaurants, and Gacy was the manager of 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
And so
I thought it was just one of them. I didn't realize it was 3.
yeah, he managed 3 of them in Iowa.
I wonder if he got his original recipe, or I mean, like, was it from like that place? Like,
I'm assuming so because it said original recipe KFC.
well, like, is this where he lived? Is that like where his 3 businesses were?
Oh,
Or-
no, that was in Iowa, and so when he was arrested and charged with the murder, he was in Illinois. So
Oh, okay.
He was on death row in Illinois.
Okay, but probably the same type of chicken.
Probably.
as KFC. Okay, I got you.
Okay, so moving on.
You know?
Ricky Ray Rector, Triple R.
I did not think you were going to say rector.
I know.
No disrespect, but you know.
Yeah, no. He was executed in 1992 at the age of 42. In 1981, Rector was robbing a convenience store in Arkansas. Things obviously went south.
Obviously.
Rector shot and killed a civilian named Arthur Criswell and a police officer named Robert Martin.
Ooh.
And I want to go into Ricky Ray at some point in time because it was pretty interesting.
Okay.
His last meal request: steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and pecan pie. He left the pecan pie behind, and when the guards asked him about it, he said, "I'm saving it for later."
Maybe he was hoping for good news.
Yeah, you know, you always hear those stories. Last minute, governor will call up.
Maybe so.
Cutting that one close there, sir.
I wonder what they did with the pie.
I bet the guards ate it.
I was just saying,
Working in the prison system, nothing goes to waste.
I'm like, I'd be over there like picking those pecans off, eating them. As soon as you saw the bzz,
That's right.
or whatever happened.
He ain't coming back. Gerald, I thought you was raising your hand. Gerald Lee Mitchell was executed on 10/22/2001. He was convicted of capital murder in the shooting deaths of Charles Marino, age 20, and Hector Manguia, age 18. Now, this is a man after our son's own heart. His last meal request: a bag of assorted Jolly Rancher candy.
That was it?
That was it.
Did he eat them all? See, I want details. Did they eat them all? Did he share them? Are they allowed to share?
I don't think they can share.
Well, that's rude.
It's their meal request, so
Well, then it's
theirs to give away.
Yeah. I mean, like, what's going to happen? It's not like he could get solitary confinement if he, like, shoots one across the whatever it's called.
The yard.
Or, like scoots it across to the next pen or whatever, the cell.
Right.
Like, scoot it on the floor or whatever. Like, hey, dude. Hey, boss. Can you pass this to so-and-so?
They, yeah, I mean, you know, they don't really take into consideration their feelings.
Doesn't sound like it.
But those guys
Like,
get
"Come at
creative.
me."
Those guys get creative, though, you know. I mean, they would, like when I worked in the prison system, they would pass notes back and forth, sliding them underneath their cell doors. And
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, you gotta be kind and share.
that's right. I mean, we've been taught forever to share.
Well, they are kind of serial. Now, are these people that just, like, what is the definition of a serial killer? You gotta kill
Well,
one?
that's going to be in another episode.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. You're asking some good questions.
Okay.
You must be like a teacher or something. You're wanting details.
Yeah, I need details.
Yeah.
Like, what year did this happen? Why did they do it? How
Well,
did they get caught?
like I said, we're going to be hearing more about them later on.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What
All
day
right.
did they get executed on? How did they get executed?
Well, I've been saying what date.
Okay. Have I been paying attention?
Knowing you know.
Exactly.
All right, so our next
Person.
condemned, Barton Kirkham, executed on June 7th, 1958.
1958. Oh my gosh.
Convicted of murder for the shooting deaths of 50-year-old David Frame and 37-year-old Ruth Webster while burglarizing the grocery store that they worked at. His last meal request: pizza and ice cream.
Guess what I want to know?
What kind of pizza?
What kind of ice cream, man?
it-
Was there ice cream cones? Was this a Sunday
It
thing?
just said pizza and ice cream.
Okay.
But there is a quote in here from him.
Ooh.
He chose pizza because and I quote Mr. Kirkham, "You got cheese and meat and everything else all in one meal. Not so much fuss."
Good theory.
That is a good theory.
So
that is all of the condemned that I had wrote down for this episode. My bibliography, my sources that I used. There's a website article called 22 Meals to Die For, Death Row Last Meals and Our Fascination with Them by D. Wilson. Website is fodmapeveryday.com. So it's fodmapeveryday.com. Also, murderpedia.com, and lesser information from wikipedia.com.
like people can go in there and make up all kinds of stuff that's not even real about them.
That's why I don't use Wikipedia very much.
Did you use it on these?
For one little section, but I'd confirmed it in the food
That's
model.
good thinking.
So.
You really did that well.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So what kind of grade do I get for this week's report? Y'all can't see this, but I'm looking at her like, be nice.
A C plus.
Man, I worked hard, miss. Well, you know.
Kind of creepy. Want me to have my teacher outfit on? Was that what the hard lesson's about? You could give me a true crime book report every week, and then I'm going to grade you on it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're going to do going forward.
Okay, I can do that.
The last meals is something that's always just kind of interested me, and we've been talking about getting an episode out for a year and a half, 2 years now.
At least, at minimum.
And so this one isn't going to be very long. We just wanted to
get it going.
And so also at the end of every episode, we're going to have a little drawing. I had a freshman English teacher in high school that every 6 weeks we had to do a book report, and she would have us draw a name out of a bowl, and that's who we did our report on.
Like the book they wrote, or like the author?
No, like say George Washington, or or just whatever. It could be somebody from history. It could be somebody that did something in science. It could be an author. It could be like one time I had to do a report on William Shakespeare, and yeah. So
well, when you say book report, I automatically think a book.
Right.
So you read a book, and that's why it's been like, what? You read?
Well, I usually went to Blockbuster and rented the movie.
This is what I'm thinking. Anyway, so you're going to draw a new thing every week?
At the end of every episode, I will draw, and so I'll either be drawing a true crime, a cryptid, a paranormal, or a conspiracy theory. And so whichever I draw is what we will be recording the following week.
So is this going to be like a completely random person?
This is just the category. So then I'll pick a subject in that category.
Okay, and it's completely secret?
It's completely secret if you'll
so
hold
what
this.
if I want you to write it out and type it out in a certain format? That's a report.
that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be in my handy dandy little pamphlet here.
There you go. Just asking, because how detailed you want me to get?
Oh, you can stop shaking it now.
Well, no, because maybe I want the one I wanted on bottom. Well, I think we need a bigger bowl. There you go.
All right. And so, next week I'll be reporting on a cryptid.
Okay, so what's a cryptid? So, I think
Cryptid.
actually you were telling me it's like Bigfoot, that people believe that it's real.
A pug wedgie.
Hey,
Pug wedgies are real.
pug wedgies are real, man.
Okay.
A Hufflepuff.
Yes.
They're all real. Don't be busting my bubble.
I won't be busting your bubble.
So basically, it's like the things that, like Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot.
Exactly.
What is it? The Kraken.
The Kraken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. And you're not gonna tell me?
It's going to be a cryptid.
No, I meant like what you're.
What I'm going to be doing?
Yeah.
No. We'll see you in class next week, Mrs. Watson.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
Thanks for joining us. I hope y'all learned some hard lessons.
Or at least, some really good meals that some really sick people ate before they got murdered and killed or whatever. Executed. That's the word. Executed.
Come on, man. All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.